What's up, y'all? Today we're going to be changing knock sensors and the intake gasket on a 1999 Chevrolet. Let's just dive right into it. Tools you're going to need for this job is 8mm, 10mm socket, 10mm wrench, 22mm socket, and a screw and driver, and a 5/16 or 8. If you ain't got 8mm, 5/16 will work. So, and if you ain't got 22mm socket, 7/8 will work. First thing you want to do is get this right here off, your breather tube, which is kind of tricky when it's up against the fan shroud like this one is. Because let's face it, 1999 model Chevrolet is a hoopty. And this one has been hoopty-pied. I think the owner of this one may be on crack. I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, you want to get this breather box out right here, this breather tube. We went ahead and took the breather box out because it wasn't bolted in. Get it out. Go ahead and take the clamp off. Well, it ain't going to come off. That's fine. Get my assistant over there. Then you want to get this here off. Where my socket and ratchet went. This is real time, y'all. No edits. No. Pick this up, come out. It's gonna hang on the throttle cable. Set to the side, magically disappears. This will come out like so. Now y'all go ahead and undo that, undo this one. It just slips right off there. Take this, sometimes you can push them with your hands, sometimes you can't. You don't know the pliers. There we go. Simple, y'all, simple. Simple as can be. Actually, we want to take that bracket off so with this. So I can get them out there. There we go. Here. There we go. Maybe. Maybe. Being a little difficult. There we go. Go ahead and throw your throttle cable and everything out of the way. And there we go. Next, we got to remove this plate here. It should be 10mm. Yep. Go ahead and put your bolts back in your plate and set it to the side. Next, go back here to your map sensor, unplug it. That wiring harness loose. Actually, we gotta take this bracket here off for the wiring harness, which is also 10mm. one bolt. Right here, y'all. Undo your knock sensor wiring harness. Pull this one off the clip. Zoom in on that clip right there. Little clip right here. Just pull straight forwards. There it is. Get that thrown to the side. Get your wiring harness out of the way. You're going to throw it to the side. Into the back. Just push it out of the way. When you get your vacuum line off, either take it off here or you take it off over there, whichever one you want to. It's a lot easier to take it off on the brake booster, which is right here. Take your pliers, get that off. Go ahead and undo your eval. Purge line right here for your eval. What you want to do? Alright, y'all, 10mm. Takes the throttle body off. You could go through the hassle of pulling all the cooling lines and everything off of the throttle body. It's a whole lot easier. 3 bolts, drop throttle body. Then we'll go from there. Alright, y'all, throttle body off. Next, we're going to unplug our injectors. You got 4 on this side, 4 on that side. They usually have locks on them like this one here. Like that one right there. But these are already missing the locks to hold the wiring together. So put this undo and push in this little clip right here on the side and pull straight up. Sometimes you may have to wiggle it just a little bit like that one. Pull straight up. And do the other side same way once you get all this one. A very important first step, guys, before y'all tear it down. Pull your fuel pump relay, start the engine, let it run out of fuel before you take the fuel line all out loose, before you even start taking it down. I forgot to mention that. So make sure y'all do that. And the fuel pump relay will be in this box right here. But we got all the injectors loose. We're about to take the fuel line loose. And we'll go from there. Alright, y'all. Right behind this right here, you got a little lock right here on your fuel line. You're going to pull up on this. If I can get it pulled up, it's kind of stuck. Yeah, that right there. It slides out. Lay it up here. Alright. You're going to take your fuel wrench. Should be 1/2 inch. Stick on the line. Right there. That right there. You're going to shove it in. Pull up on your line a little bit. Shove the tool in. And your line will come off. If I can get the tool in. Now with the fuel lines off, y'all, as y'all can tell, you got 5 bolts on each side. Holds the intake manifold on. We're going to get them off and I'll show y'all what to do next. Alright, y'all, once you get all 5 bolts out of the intake on both sides, gotta take this little hose right here loose. It's going to be 10mm. Show you all the trick to getting it out easy. Once you get the bolt out, it should just pop out. Alright. What you're going to do, you're going to pick up on your intake, slide it over to the left, and boom, there it is. If your O-ring's bad, go ahead and change it out, and that's out of the way. Now we're ready to get the intake off. You're going to pick up on it, get all the wiring harness off of it that's hanging up, and you got to feed out this right here, this eval. Come around this side. Over there. Your evap hose, you're going to have to feed it through your intake. And it's kind of tricky. Stupid thing right there would incorporate. There we go. Feed it on through. hose over here. And this intake, y'all, is super light. Let's get this on fed through. And we're hanging on something over here. Ejector wiring harness hung up. There we go. Feed it right on through. Looks like this right here. Now what are we hanging on? Here. And there you go. Now you want to pop this, got the original gasket. You can tell because it's red. Pop that off, you just pop it here. Pop it here. Pop it there. That's the whole gasket. And then you can tell it's been leaking. So that means it's been sucking air, which will make the truck miss. And alright guys, when you get your intake off, you want to make sure you take your razor or a scraper like this one. Razor works better. You can either just use a razor blade or you can use a scraper here too. And clean everything up, starting at the hole, work your way back. And it helps you got some diapers, grab them in the hole, or some old rags. Look how well that cleaned that up already. Scrape it. You want everything good and clean where it's going to seal. Not you're going to have a vacuum leak. Vacuum leak means a misfire. Alright. Gonna get this cleaned up. I'm gonna show you how I put the intake back on. Alright, first thing y'all, take your screwdriver, pop these rubbers up, which these is hard. We got new ones to replace them. These are hard as a rock. And that means they're not sealing. Look there, come unplugged. Because there's no give in that wiring there should be. That's your knock sensor down in there. It's going to be 22 millimeter. If you ain't got 22 millimeter metric, you can use 8/7/8. But if you want to see how we pull the intake off, try to pull that out there so I can actually get the plug off, which doesn't matter because we got a whole new wiring harness. There we go. There's the plug. It broke. That's fine. See how crusty and see how hard that is, y'all? It's not supposed to be that way. We got new rubbers. Alright guys, we got the knock sensors in, all that good stuff. Got the intake gaskets on, all cleaned up, as you can tell. Take your razor blade, scrape it, real pretty. Now we're going to set the intake. And you always want to remember your evap's got to go through your intake. So let's do that. Alright y'all, let's get the intake put in. We're going to need your hook. That's backwards, but okay. Gotta go ahead and change these throttle body seals. Got it swapped out. Alright, feed this evap right through here. Grab that other hose. Feed that right through here. Right through here. Right through here. Feed it up through here. We ain't worried about that. That's not sensors.
I know.
They do just come out of the back of the intake. Yeah, I'll feed that back. Need this. Go over here. Get it out of the way. Okay. Get this through here. Like so. Okay. With my wiring harness. What am I hanging on back there? All this right here.
He's at Granny.
Okay. Still hanging on something.
This.
Yeah. Don't hold on that. That's the knock sensor. That's what I'm hanging on. hang on something else.
Watch out, son.
There we go. Set her down in here. Ah, let's keep the deal over here. There we go. Now I gotta go back just there, right there. Alright guys, got the intake bolts in, got them torqued. I will throw a torque spec up for y'all. Right here. Right here. Now we're gonna hook everything back up. Just go back in reverse. Fuel lines, injectors, what have you. Let's get to work. Alright y'all, fuel lines just push right back on. Make sure they clip. You hear them clip. Snap. Go ahead and take your lock. Put your lock back in there. Push your lock up. And push it down. That simple. On both of them. Push in and down. And it's locked. And my screen started. There you go. Then we're going to go ahead and hook all the injectors up. These clips on the driver's side will go to the back. On the passenger side, they will go to the front. Alright y'all, we got the truck put back together. It runs amazing. If you get a knock sensor code, 95% of the time it's going to be knock sensors. That truck has had every sensor put on it, O2 sensors, throttle position sensor, you name it. And it was knock sensor. And the intake gasket also was leaking, so, you know. But, it's going to be the end of this video. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that like button, all that stuff. We'll start trying doing at least one video a week. Y'all would, though, hit that like button, comment, share, whatever. Appreciate you guys. I got to get cleaned up and probably go to bed. Here in a little bit, I'm tired. After I edit this video. Thank y'all.